Hi there, Great and Glorious Nick here, yet again, once again talking about tarot. This is not the weekly tarot show. I'll probably be doing that on Sunday, and maybe upload it Sunday night or Monday. Haven't quite made up my mind yet. Had someone inquire as to what kind of, how I got into tarot. Basically, I don't think I did get into tarot. I got into divination. This happened because I had experiences when I was younger that were very strange. One could even say that they were, or could only be seen as being supernatural experiences. That's why I wanted to understand it more and learn how to use it. Most of these sensations I received were either vaguely mediumistical or vaguely prophetic orientated, because I had dreams of the future in the dead of the night. This led me to have conversations with people, which led me to buy New Age books, almost as if there's no tomorrow, with money I basically didn't have much of. And I found stuff out. From that I practiced and I experienced. I mean, why tarot in particular? Why not runes? Why not more pendulum dowsing? I suppose because it's the primary socially acceptable, so to speak, method of divination that's used in the Western world, especially in Britain, in America, in Europe. So therefore, there's a cultural bias there. I'm sure if I was born in Africa, I'd be doing divination using beads and bones and stones, maybe. But I'm not. I'm an English Caucasian, so I'm using an English Caucasian method of divination, I guess. Anyway, you can buy tarot cards in all kinds of bookshops. I'm going to post a link on the sidebar as to where you yourself can buy tarot cards and buy books on tarot. So if that's what you want to do, then basically go for it. But the other question was, what kind of sensations do you get when you're doing a tarot reading? The bottom line is quite a few different types of sensations. If I'm doing a tarot reading not to be an entertainment service, I'm trying to do it for what you might call the genuine divination side of things, which I only use a certain percentage of during a commercial reading, because a commercial reading is primarily an entertainment service with therapeutic benefit as well as other things thrown in. But when I'm doing that percentage, which is what you call a pure divination exercise, I either feel that there is a cloud of energy around me. That's what it feels like. I don't know whether there really is a cloud of energy around me, and I use visualization to direct that to places, and I will get things coming through to my visual imagination, which I would then relate back to the client. I would also get moods, thoughts and feelings, and of course the almost dreamlike, very emotional and archetypal symbols of the tarot then add to the full meaning. Obviously, that works in terms of colors. If you've got cold colors, then there may be some cold moods or emotions there. If you got like powerful colors and powerful moods coming through, then in the reading itself, then that will have a different effect as well. And of course, the historical meanings of the cards themselves and what they seem to suggest to the reader also becomes part of the message. Sometimes I do actually, hear sounds, which I then apply to the reading itself. Sometimes I get flashes of visions in front of me, which just last for a few seconds, and then that gets applied to the meaning of the reading as well. Am I prepared to say that this is nature or nurture? I don't know. I don't think one can properly say that. Maybe because I've got a history of nutritional deficiencies, allergies, and other things, that puts me into a slightly altered state of consciousness anyway, so that makes it slightly easier. I don't know, but I've also done a lot of prayer, meditation, ritual work and all the rest of it, which has obviously trained my mind in different ways, which I assume helps. Okay, so that's essentially what happens when I'm doing a reading. When clients call me, it can be quite complex, because I've got to work out where the client's coming from, whether what the client is asking me about is what the client actually needs to hear, whether there is another reason why the client's calling, and whether the reading itself, as in the traditional psychic style divination, is actually what's right for the client. That can be quite a intellectually and socially challenging thing to go through. It requires an awful lot of thought, compassion, rationality, intelligence, discipline, to be able to get things just right. I don't want to delude the clients. I don't want to mislead the clients. I want to make sure that people leave the reading feeling better, not worse. I want to make sure that, despite the fact I'm making the client feel better, I'm also doing it in a way which is giving them some useful or intelligent information on the way. So I'm helping to steer the client's life onto a rational track using skills. I mean, my skills are quite diverse. A lot of my work experience was actually telephone based. So I was doing like recruitment sales over the phone, media sales, telephone interviewing, telephone market research, and I was doing a lot of C-level director presentations as well, you know, to multinational clients over the telephone. So I developed an awful lot of performance skills because, you know, this is a performance art. And so I developed a lot of skills that way. I've also been involved in like amateur dramatics and other things, so I've learned more about how to act. And so I'm applying all of those skills to provide a service which I can present to the clients, which will hopefully, no, not hopefully, it will do them some good. It will provide them with clarity. It will provide them with what they need, because I'm using my skills to the best of my ability to help them to get the best. And then, you know, that's basically it. This is what it's like to be a tarot reader, or at least, you know, this is the class 101 of what it's like to be a tarot reader. Good fortune, God bless one and all. Have fun. Bye for now.